Well, hello, folks out there in YouTube land. Got a second show lined up for you today. Yeah, this is pretty breaking right here. It says Liam Coen is exiting Kentucky. He's going to take a job in the NFL. And is Brock next? And yeah, Houston, we definitely have a problem here.
This is Houston. Say again, please.
Houston, we have a problem.
Yeah, this is not good. This is not good at all. The folks up in Kentucky, I know they're stressed out about this. Let's get into this story. And this is on Kentucky Sports Radio. If you want to know what's going on in Kentucky, this is the place to go. It says Liam Coen leaves Kentucky to become Tampa Bay Buccaneers offensive coordinator. This is by Nick Roush. Nick is one of my absolute favorite commentators, and you're going to find out why at the end of this video. It says history's repeating itself for the second time in 3 years. Kentucky's looking for a new offensive coordinator. The abrupt departure of Liam Coen. And they'd already been through this once 2 weeks ago. And they thought, oh, gosh, whew, everything's going to be fine. We got Brock Vandagriff in here, the 5-star they got from Georgia, which was a great get, by the way. That was a big-time get. And now they got to worry, will he stick? Because he pretty much came here because of Coen. And I'll show you that here in a minute. Talks about Ian Rappaport and Mike Garofalo are reporting this, that looks like he's going to be heading to Tampa Bay. Says a reunion was at the heart of Coen's last departure. He'll get to have another one in Tampa Bay. And Coen was the 11th highest paid assistant coach in all of college football. Man, he was making $1.8 million and he didn't stay. Jeez. Talks about his 2021 season. That was really good. They scored a lot of points. And he said those results were not replicated during a second one-season stint. If you'll remember, he parlayed that into a job in the NFL. Then they rehired him a year later, which is very surprising, really. Talked about their 2022 season where their offense was terrible. Says last year they were actually kind of inefficient. Devin Larry just never took off. I thought he was going to play better than he did. Now, he did play good against Tennessee, but our secondary allows that. Says Kentucky led the league in turnovers, which that drives Stoops nuts. And they were only running like 54 plays per game, that's not good. Says Kentucky's behind the 8 ball once again. Says even though the NFL coaching carousel is still spinning rapidly, finding a college offensive coordinator in February is a very tough task. He talks about how the transfer portal does not open for 30 days, like if a head coach leaves. So it's not like they have to worry about losing any players right now. However, the transfer portal will open April 15th. So there's probably going to be some phone calls made from places that might want a quarterback. Of course, that'll all be done quietly. Now, my understanding is that Brock's father said he was going to stick, but, we'll see. There's a long time between now and April 15th, and it depends on who they hire as offensive coordinator. They'll at least have time to bring a guy in, let him talk to Brock, and maybe be able to calm his nerves about whether or not he needs to be there or not. Because he came because of Coen. And this was on Twitter a couple of weeks ago. It said Brock Vandergriff transferred to UK because of the style of offense and his relationship with offensive coordinator Liam Coen. So what happens if Coen leaves for the NFL? That was 2 weeks ago. They were worried. And they thought they had crossed this bridge and everything was going to be fine. Well, now they're back on that bridge again. So, yeah, this is a tough situation for Kentucky. This is something they're going to have to stress out about a little bit because I really thought the Brock Vandergriff marriage with Kentucky would work out really well. And it may very well still, but this is stressful. Last thing you want is your guy that you've got squared away as your starting quarterback. And I don't think it was even a competition. It was just like, you come here and you're going to be the starter, which is understandable. This guy was very sought after, and he had been sitting behind Carson Beck at Georgia. And my understanding was it was close between Carson and Brock as to who was going to be the starting quarterback. And Carson wanted out. But Brock's a heck of a quarterback. So we'll see how this plays out. But I did want you to know why Nick Roush is my absolute favorite commentator out there when it comes to Kentucky sports, or really any sport, because he has a tendency to get a little bit upset when my Vols go up there and put a little whooping on them, which is what's going to happen this year when they come to Neyland, which will be great because we'll get another super response from him. But I doubt we'll ever get one as good as this.
Now we're stuck here. Mark Stoops is 2-9 against this team. And to walk around this place before the game, I was disgusted. The smugness of those guys just walking around like, we're going to walk in here, we're going to kick your ass, and you can't do anything about it. And it made me sick. And you know what? They did it. They still did it. What the hell? Can we just beat this team? I know that Mark Stoops has done a lot of good things. This is his one really bad thing. The stupid stat about beating teams with a winning record and taking the next step and blah blah. Just freaking beat Tennessee, please. Can we just stop losing to this stupid team with their stupid orange colors, and their stupid song, and their woo, get their woo on out of here.
Yep. You can't beat that. That's too perfect. I just wish all teams' commentators were that way, especially when it comes to my Vols. But unfortunately, this is kind of a one-off. But anyway, if you like this content, be sure to hit that like button. Let's me know to continue to cover all these big SEC stories, of course, my Vols, and anything else that runs across the desk there. And if you've not subscribed, it's on your right, my left. Hit this little button. I'd appreciate it. Costs you nothing. Helps you get my videos. And right over here is most recent video. YouTube thinks you'll enjoy. And we'll see you next time on Sports Talk Jay.